Today we're going to be looking at a very unique ABZAN Reanimator deck, and I say unique because we're going to be reanimating in a very different way today. We're going to be building around a very specific card, the World Spell. And if you guys don't know, the World Spell is a Saga card that allows us to read ahead, but basically we can go into our deck, look for some permanents, and on the final Saga of this card we can go ahead and put 2 of those permanents onto the battlefield regardless of their mana cost. So we're going to want to go high, of course, on those mana costs. So I didn't like the fact that this cost 7 mana, so we went ahead and tried to cheat this thing in with the Sister's Call. If you guys don't know, this enchantment allows us to basically sacrifice any permanent we want on the battlefield, choose a card of the same type in the graveyard, and bring it back onto the battlefield. So of course we've got some great enchantments to cheat the World Spell in. We've got Shigeki, which is technically an enchantment. We've got the the Wedding Announcement, and we've also got the Glorious Sunrise. 3 really great enchantments in their own right that play really well with today's deck, but also we can sack them at any point to bring in the World Spell, getting even more value. And of course we have some really heavy top end to try to cheat in as well. We've got things like Titan of Industry, Sanctuary Warden. The deck is one of a kind. It's very unique and it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and the gameplay footage, but we will break the deck down in full at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. In the meantime, there's a link below for the full deck list, and if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, it helps so much with the growth of the channel, so I'd greatly appreciate that. With that being said though, guys, enjoy today's games. We'll see you at the end. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing out the World Spell, an enchantment that I've been dying to try out for so long. This thing is really cool. As soon as I saw it, in the pre-release spoilers, the thing looked amazing. It's basically a new ultimatum. I think it plays really well with the Sister's Call. We're going to try to cheat it in today with the Sister's Call and some sort of other nonsense, but right away it looks like we're up against meta. We're up against a mono black deck, so wish me some luck here. We might need it. The hand that we got here is pretty solid, I can't lie. Tenacious Underdog, that's fine. No attacks from the opponent. Then we slow him down a little bit. Love that. And I'm immediately going right in with the old Rutstein here. Nice. We ramp up. Love that. That means we can maybe get an Elspeth in next turn. Plus old Rutstein, fantastic blocker against the Tenacious Underdog. Not bad. Not bad. We're holding our own right now. Holding our own. Another land ramps us up even further, which does open the door for 3, 4, 5, 6 Sanctuary Warden. Is that what we want to do, though? Or do we want to go with the Elspeth play? Or the Wandering Emperor? I mean, we got a lot of options here. I think I want to go with the Elspeth, though, because I can minus and hopefully hit, well, that's a big ask. If I minus, that's a pretty big ask to hit the Wedding Announcement, right? Maybe I plus it just to make their lives a little bit harder here. Make their lives a little bit harder. Let's give First Strike. That way we have the best sort of block we can possibly have. Henrika, that's gonna make me sack a creature, that's for sure. They sack their 2/2. We sack our Shigeki. Yikes. That opens the door for a pretty good attack from them on the Elspeth, but the Elspeth does survive, so they choose not to take it. Wow. They choose not to take the open door. All right, we'll just keep pumping up the old Rutstein, I guess. Old Rutstein can do some stuff now. And then we also got the Glorious Sunrise to draw us cards, or we can flash in the one. We have so many good choices here. I think I'm going to flash in the Wandering Emperor. They made a sack last turn, so they can't do it again this turn. And then I can Wandering Emperor this away. I think I like that play a lot, because they might try to attack, obviously Elspeth to keep it from ulting here in a very particular way. Wow, that's annoying. That is, in fact, very annoying. All right, well, at least our Elspeth is still probably going to survive through this. Giving old Rutstein lifelink maybe next turn, or Vigilance, something like that. Bummer though, man, bummer. That's 5 guaranteed damage getting to the Elspeth. Did not expect. I don't know why I didn't expect that Invoke Despair. They always have it. I don't know why I sit here and pretend like I'm surprised when it happens to me. All right. Another body to block with is very much welcomed. This is coming in this turn. So if that's the case, I'm actually going to plus the Elspeth onto the Sanctuary Warden. Let's go ahead and draw a card here. Path to Peril is nice. Don't know if it's going to be relevant though. Let's get First Strike because I don't want to lose that shield counter. Don't want to lose that shield counter. No attacks. Still kind of playing it slow. I mean, we're not playing exactly the way I thought this would be panning out. Like, we're not by any means doing the shenanigans I was anticipating, but you know, sometimes you win in the a roundabout fashion that shows you that your deck has more than just what its one sort of mechanic is, which for us it would have been reanimating our enchantments and doing something big with the World Tree. So I appreciate that, Toki. Thank you. Thank you, Toki. I really do appreciate that, man. All right, Tainted Adversary comes in. Now remember, we have First Strike, so again, we can block, kill something here, and we'll be in good shape. We don't lose the shield counter, so nice. All right, blood token, that'll work. Yeah, let's just go ahead and give this vigilance. And what else? Probably his Glorious Sunrise here. Look to draw some cards. Another land. Nice. We get the World Spell in hand here. Looks like we're going to be able to showcase this card after all in this first round. Opponent, obviously being mono black, has a lot of really powerful options they can do here, but hopefully not another Invoke Despair. That would be pretty annoying because I really want the Elspeth to survive if that's possible. I mean, it doesn't really matter though if it doesn't, because we have Glorious Sunrise now on the field, so that feels pretty good. If I somehow top deck like a Titan of Industry, I mean, the World Spell, we can go straight to Saga 3, and that'd be pretty awesome. I'm glad they didn't kill Sanctuary Warden somehow off that last play. I didn't, you know, they do have some sort of exiling effects in their deck, so I'm glad they weren't able to deal with it, because now, again, we can attach Lifelink this next turn, and that will keep us from taking too much damage from Shieldred. I do dread some Shieldred. More land. There's the Sister's Call. A little late there, but we'll take it nonetheless. What do we got in the yard here? Do we have something good? Nothing super good. Let's go here and give a Lifelink. I think that's a no-brainer. And then I am going to go World Spell here, and I've got some really great cards in hand here, so I'm actually just going to go to level 2 and look for one more good one here. Elspeth is fine. And draw a card. Nice, another Glorious Sunrise. Perfect. Now we've got this and this next turn for free. Absolutely love it. All right, we're going to take another counter off of this. Titan of Industry. Okay, you're about to see a very, very good next turn here, guys. We're going to gain 8 life off of this attack from the Sanctuary Warden, which is absolutely fantastic. And then we'll be back into this game up to 19. And then from there, we will, next turn with the World Spell, be able to cast both the Titan of Industry and whatever we want. You know, Warden or Glorious Sunrise. I'm going to go with the most expensive stuff here. So we're going to go Warden plus Titan of Industry, and then we'll play the Glorious Sunrise out with our actual mana. So, I mean, pretty happy with that outcome. World Spell showing off its stuff right away. Love it. All right, that can only come down for 4. No problems with us. That's fine. They sweep up most of their own board as well, so they're just trying to survive, I think. They're going to be really upset when they see what this world spell is actually about to do to them, though. It's going to be great. Here we go. Oh, man. 2 damage. Have fun with these two. Have fun with these two. 4/4. Destroy artifact. Yes, please. And then take one off that.
Make this mistake again.
One here. Glorious Sunrise here. Why not? Why not? Thanks. And we'll go ahead and just put one there. Sure. And draw. Gain 3 life. Shigeki. And another loyalty here. There's no need. There's really no need for us to worry about Elspeth, alting. So I think we proved our point there in the last couple of minutes on what exactly was about to go down. That was awesome. GG. Woo! That was a good way to end the game. It started off a little rocky, a little bit slow, but the pace picked up there at the end, and holy cow, man, we absolutely dominated at the end there. Love it. Love it. Man, I'm a little worried tonight because I'm really having to record a lot of videos in one night and try to cram a bunch of work in here because I've got plans this weekend with the family. But man, I'm missing the UFC fights tonight. I'm kind of bummed about that. Gonna have to just get the results, unfortunately. I get to go first. I mean, it's not ideal. You don't want all this big stuff in hand here, but whenever I have an old Rutstein in the opening hand with 3 good mana, I've got to take it, right? Ooh, it just gets worse and worse. Okay, it's getting worse and worse. Ronin. So far 4 colors with the Ronin. That's really strange, I'm not gonna lie. That is very odd. All right, old Rutstein though, fantastic blocker for the Ronin, so I'm totally chilling with that card. And we ramp, love that. Keep the ramps coming. I mean, the world spell plus a lot of really good stuff is always a good thing. All right, this is a clear indicator that they have some sort of burn spell. We're not gonna block. Man. And it stinks too, because as you know, if you're a player who's trying to read what your opponent's up to, sometimes it can be a bad thing for you because they can use it against you. Like, let's just say they attack in with this Ronin, right? I have to anticipate that they have a burn spell, but if they don't, they can still do this anyways and still get the damage through, even though we have a great blocker, because we have to respect it. It's pretty annoying. I'm so sorry, someone just got here, so dogs are barking like crazy. They had something for sure. There it is. All right, a blood token. Glorious Sunrise seems fun because it can get us it can get us life gain every turn, right? Which is, and it's tough to deal with. I'm gonna go Elspeth though. I'm gonna go Elspeth. It was a very tough decision for me, but I think I'm gonna go Elspeth. I'm gonna kind of repeat the sort of same game plan as last time. See if we can continue this success we've been having. Again though, the hand is really expensive, but if I can make it through with the old Rutstein finding us land off the top for a treasure, and we find a land off the top for us to cast, we've got ourselves a really good situation because we can give lifelink to some of these bigger things. All right, Ronin comes in again. I've got to imagine they've got somewhat of the same play here. They're gonna attack Elspeth, I'm sure. No, they don't. 3/3 till the end turn. If it was kicked, instead that creature gets 4/4 and gains trample. Okay. No blocks. I'm gonna take it again. I'm gonna take it again on the chin because I'm gonna give vigilance to old Rutstein next turn. We can gain a lot of this damage back that we're about to take, and then we can get back into this game. I very much think we can get back into this game. I'm not too scared about this. Okay, it's not a land. Bummer. Also not a land. Bummer. All right, like I said, we give vigilance here. We can get a good attack in, gaining 3 of that back. No harm, no foul. We do want to drop something here, though. Let's go with the Titan. It's too expensive. I mean, everything's too expensive, but... All right, Wedding Announcement comes in, gets us another blocker. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we can alt Elspeth now. We're at 7, so we could alt this and get, you know, five angels, which is pretty cool. Power equal to the number of basic lands. That's fine. Okay. This is like a domain aggro deck. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. And if they attack him with the Ronin, that's such a huge mistake because they've only got 1 mana now. And they're giving me 3 life gain for this attack. So I don't know why they would do that. They have to have a burn spell. Something. They have to. There's no way. 1/1 for until it's basic land. Okay, so then they get a 6/6. Okay, yeah, they had it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I couldn't take the damage either way though, so I had to try. I want to ensure that we hit a land drop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I want to ensure we hit a land drop here. We do not. Definitely gonna alt this. I think it's too good not to alt. And then we go here.
Never forget that angels built this.
I think that's the move. It's a little bit wasteful for the Elspeths, but you know what? I'm chilling because we got all these angels now, and this was gonna flip over the following turn, making them 4/4. So I think that was a good idea. Our opponent there was just trying to be aggro. We were able to, you know, weather the beginning of the storm, and from there we just kind of take over the game with a bunch of life gain mechanics from our end and stuff like that. So very good game. I'm very happy. This thing's feeling kind of good, man. It's feeling kind of good. We're doing the things, man. We're messing around here, and we're getting a lot of stuff done. I love this card. I really do. It's 7 mana. It's tricky to play. There's not a whole lot you can build around it, but man, it is a decent card. I can't lie. We're about to get into the next tier of diamond though. Hopefully that'd be great. Looks like mono black potentially. Path the Peril might be good, might not be. Mono black, you know, can go a couple different ways as far as how aggro they can get, but we shall see. Oh, it's Golgari. Okay. Gotta imagine the Path the Peril should be pretty good then. I love that we have the Cruelty of Gix in hand here. I think that's really nice. Hopefully we can go in there and grab something decent out of their hand and, you know, cast it ourselves. That'd be fantastic. We got a Stomper on the field and a ramp up. We can attack in here. This thing can't block. And our turn, we do have the Seat of the, you know, Seat of the Empire to make, you know, some kills on creatures that want to get a little aggro on us. Which green does have aggro creatures, so we'll see. I doubt it's going to come down to that, but you never know. I think I got some in my teeth. What is their big 5 mana play here? Hopefully not the Cruelty of Gix. That'd be really unfortunate. Actually, it wouldn't because they can't even hit anything in our hand, right? Yeah, nothing. We can only get creatures or planeswalkers with this thing, which their deck should have plenty of. All right, you hate to see that. No attacks. We need 6 in order to cast this out, so that ain't gonna do it, Chief. Let's go here. I didn't mean to skip my main phase 1, by the way. That was definitely a misclick on my part. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, we'll take their Shieldred. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. We got some good blocks here too, so feeling pretty good. We drop this land, we Path the Peril the next thing, and then I think we take the advantage here. Obviously, their hands full of lands. That's a good thing for us. And we steal their second Shieldred, which is also fantastic. What was their top deck? If they have a playable, we... Okay, Meat Hook for 2. It's fine. That's fine. We were going to Path the Peril anyway, so got them to use up their Meat Hook. All good. We take 2 from the Shieldred. Tenacious Underdog comes in 2. Okay, that's a little bit more of a problem because it can continue to come back over and over again. We do get to go into our deck here, though. Search your library for a card, put a card in your hand, then shuffle, lose 3 life. So that's actually a really good find. We'll be able to go get the... we can get whatever we want. Honestly, Titan of Industry sounds pretty fun right about now. 2, 4, 5. This is about to be 6 lands. Yeah, we can get Titan of Industry. That could be good. Just waiting for the opponent to go through their attack step here. Seems pretty standard here. All they got is lands in hand. Yeah, I just ate a little bit of food in between the last game and this one, so Like I got something in my teeth, man. I would imagine they think they're ahead here a little bit, so I don't know what. There's no way they would have. There's no way they're roping me here. They might have DC'd or something. Something's going on the other end of that computer. But anyways, thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. I do appreciate it. We are trying to cram in a lot of videos. I think I've already brought this up, but we're trying to cram in a lot of videos today. So bear with me if there's any sort of misplays or mishaps here. I think Titan of Industry is definitely the move here because we need to gain some life back at some point. Path to Peril seems like it's got to be the move, right? Destroy everything. We're going to steal their Shieldred. Honestly, though, stealing their Tenacious Underdog might not be a bad idea just to stop them from being able to continuously, you know, get after me. But, I mean, the Shieldred, though, I mean, it makes the most sense because we gain the most life off of it, and it's a good body to block the Underdog. So it's got to be the no-brainer play for us here. It's just that the Meat Hook and the Tenacious Underdog are actually causing us a lot of fits, though, with the damage that they're outputting here on us. But Shieldred is definitely the play. Don't have triple green. Ouch. No triple green here. All right, so it's gonna have to be the Sunrise then. We gotta gain life. That's the biggest thing I'm concerned about right now. Gotta put some life on the board here. All right, opponent's gonna be taking life every time they draw cards now. Using their card against them feels pretty darn good. Shieldred is quite the powerhouse. They can't attack in with the Underdog. I mean, they can do it to draw a card and, you know, deal a little bit of life off that Meat Hook, but now we can also use the Glorious Sunrise's ability to give extra green mana as well to cast the Titan of Industry if we so choose. I mean, our hand is full of just pure gasoline right now, which is amazing. All right. Let's do what I just said. No attacks. Titan of Industry. Gain 5. Destroy this. All right, we're back in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We're back up to 12 life against their 20. Our Shieldreds are just gonna, you know, negate each other, which is fine. I do have, again, just pure fire in my hand right now. Also, we have Glorious Sunrise on the battlefield, which is amazing for us, just gaining more life if we need to, or we can keep using it to draw cards. I mean, there's just so much value to be had there. And the opponent's on 2 cards in hand. I mean, there's no way it's better than the 2 cards we have as far as collective. I mean, if it's the only thing that probably is better is going to be an Invoke Despair. That's the only card I can see coming down here to really ruffle our feathers. But even that, I feel like we're okay. That's fine. A little bit of a desperation move there. Could be a Meat Hook Massacre. We got to be careful. Gotta be careful. I think I'm just gonna do it like that. No. If I do it like this, 1, 2, 3, they can't Meat Hook me. There's no way. So, yeah, this is the move. This is the move. This is the way. Anything main phase 2 here for the opponent? They already played a land, right? Invoke Despair. They did have it. You savage. All right. It's fine. That's fine. Things could have gotten a lot worse off of that, so I'll take it. Card. That's a good card. And card. Not bad. Don't think that's going to be important, so let's go ahead and play out the wedding announcement. Kind of just getting us right back to where we were. We had the Titan, we had a wedding announcement. Now we got a fresh wedding announcement and a fresh Wandering Emperor. Sorry, Sanctuary Warden. I keep saying Wandering Emperor. Pretty happy though. I'm pretty happy with this. We haven't really gotten anything in the graveyard, through our milling spells. But oh, another Meat Hook. Unbelievable. That's pretty unlucky. That's pretty unlucky. But you know what, though? I get a Titan back this next turn if, we spit out a 1/1, or... I can actually do it now. I can actually do this right now. There's not a whole lot they're going to be able to do about this, man. We've got We've got the Titan coming back onto the battlefield, blowing up their meat hook, gaining us 5 more life. It's just going to be really good stuff here. Glorious Sunrise, we'll probably just use it to gain life this turn. I probably could have used the Glorious Sunrise there to cast out the Sanctuary Warden, get a 1/1 off of that, and also use it to sack to the Mirius Call. But there, you know, there's 2 ways of doing this. I don't really know which one's better, to be honest. I'm just gonna go this route. I guess the Warden probably would have been better now that I'm thinking about it, because we could have gotten an extra card off of the Sunrise. But this is fine. This is fine. We'll gain life. There's no wrong answer here. I just think there's a better answer, and I think I didn't choose the better answer. Titan of Industry for a 2/2 Samurai token. I'd say that's a pretty good trade out. What's the opponent waiting for here? What's the move, my guy? Oh, okay, there we go. Yes, this. Boom. Get it in there. Gain 5. Destroy you. Not messing around with the meat hook. Meat hook will catch, you know, the meat hook creeps up on you over time. It really does. We're back to 18. I don't see how they answer this board state. I really, really don't. And, you know, now that we got the Amirius Call, I'm sorry, the Sister's Call. I always keep calling it the Amirius Call. The Sister's Call's on the field, which means even if they, you know, let's say sweep the board, I can create another token, get back another, you know, Warden. There's so many things I can do with this card alone. Like, our graveyard essentially is a playground for us to use. I can sack an enchantment, bring back the Cruelty of Gix. Like, there's just a lot of things we can do here. Sorry, my head's a little scattered right now after I just ate that dinner. I don't know why. Got a little tired. Underdog play again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can meat hook for 5. So let's not make the mistake of blocking here with the Titan. Man, every play they're doing here is taking a long time. It's kind of throwing off my tempo here. When my opponents do this kind of stuff, I'll have like a thought in my mind, and then I'll be ready to do it, and then they take like the few extra seconds, and then I forget exactly what it was I was about to do. Throws off my flow, you know? I have a flow that I like to try to keep. All right, chump block here. That way we don't, you know, run into the meat hook. All right. I mean, we've already seen 2 meat hooks though, right? 1, 2. We've seen 3 meat hooks, so it's highly unlikely that was going to be the case. But you know, we can't chance it. So let's get the Sanctuary Warden in, which does a really good job of avoiding any sort of removal, except that the removal that they're trying to run here is actually going to be more of like Invoke Despairs and meat hooks, which does get around the shield counter really well. So just waiting. And then once the Sanctuary Warden comes in, I am going to take the loyalty from the Wandering Emperor, because I'm going to plus the Wandering Emperor to give a 1/1 counter here. And then we'll draw a card as well with the Sunrise. All right, I can't take it anymore, guys. I'm sorry. I don't like to do this kind of stuff, but I really can't take it anymore. We're so close to the next diamond tier up. I need them to get moving here. All right, they bring back an Invoke Despair, and yeah, it's fine. Draw a card. We finally hit our opponent for the first time in this game. Success. Yes. Shigeki, not bad. Yeah, that's fine. Pass the turn. We've got, I mean, just the absolute smorgasbord of baddies on the field right now, man. This is going to be crazy. I mean, again, though, there's a 4th meat hook that we're not, you know, we haven't seen yet. So let's not get too excited, because they could sweep the board hypothetically here, and that would be absolutely terrible. If they throw down the Invoke Despair, we're actually in really good shape here, I think. Yeah, we're in good shape. All right. You, and you. All right. No cards for them. No life, no damage taken. So I'm okay with all of that. Stomper, fine. Fine. Do we have any non-legendary cards I'd want in here? Yeah, we've actually got a couple here. So what's in their graveyard? It'd be nice to just take their Tenacious Underdog so that we can stop this annoying process of them, replaying it every time. But thank goodness we're out of that game. Holy cow. On to the next one. My goodness. We're finally up to Diamond Tier 3. Woo! That was a long one. Sorry, guys. All right, one last game for the road. Win, lose, or draw. This will be it. But I had a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun with this one. I'm really surprised, too, how well it played out, too. Like, honestly, it played out extremely well. So, what do we got here? Opponent goes first and a couple Path to Perils. I mean, I can't be too upset about this, especially if they turn out to be an aggro deck. This could be really good. If it's not an aggro deck, this is probably really bad. That's typically how it goes, Not an aggro deck. Okay. Well, hold on. Hold the phone here. Gotta go with the green source first, just in case we top deck a Shigeki on turn 2. But even so, I can't play the Shigeki because it's, tap lands here, but just kind of putting you in the thought process here, what I'm going through in my mind. All right. That comes down. We get a Cruelty of Gix, which is a really fun card. Really fun card. I do want to see some more come down from the opponent here, though. Maybe some more artifact creatures would be great to see. Oh, okay, so they're rocking some ninjutsu stuff here, huh? Interesting. They're gonna get a treasure. Interesting. Okay. Taps. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. We have a good Path to Peril here. Well, actually, what is this? This is a 3-drop, right? Good thing I looked. It's not. I thought it was a 2-drop because of its ninjutsu cost, but it's actually a 3-drop, which means we can't actually Path to Peril this board just yet. So we're gonna go with the wedding announcement here to make a chumper on the thief. I am afraid of the opponent running out Xerath Sand at some point in this game because we have a lot of things we want to get to the graveyard, and if we do, it could be trouble, man. It could be trouble. All right, they get another treasure. A lot of mana they're working with now. A lot of mana they got here. Simple Path to Peril for one creature doesn't seem like a very good idea, man. It really doesn't. I think we hang on to him. And just take, a little bit more damage here. We block the 3/2 again. We give him the treasure. Just kind of rinse, repeat here. Next turn we have, the Gix, or we have any of these 3 cards, which are all really good choices. Sister's Call, not so much right now because there's no graveyard, but that's pretty bad. They scryed that to the top very fast. Maybe it's mana. They need mana really bad. But why would you need mana when you're getting this much treasure, Ninjutsu. Oh, they're going to make me discard a card, which is a pretty clear sign that Xerath Sand is more than likely going to be in today's deck. Yikes. Don't take the Sunrise. I want to play the Sunrise next turn. Please. Please. I mean, they could have counter spells, though, too, which would really just shut down potentially the Glorious Sunrise. I don't think we win this one, guys. I think we're in a little bit of trouble here. If I'm being completely honest, we're in a little bit of trouble here. And that goes to Exile. Interesting. Maybe not. She's not Exile that card. Wow, that's actually interesting. That doesn't play very well with Xerath Sand, so maybe we won't actually see the Xerath Sand. Let's gain 3 life here. Hopefully Glorious Sunrise can keep us in this game. We get a 2/2, which is a much better blocker against the Thief. Opponent has another bounce spell maybe for my 2/2. Yep, they do. And they did scry this card to the top very fast, so we'll see what it is here. Yep. They're just going to kind of cycle out all of these ninjutsus over and over with the same guy, just so they can keep discarding my hand. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good call. I'd be okay. Now they take the immune. Okay, I don't understand what they're doing, but I'm okay with that. That play is totally fine with me. Totally fine with me. They took it the first time, but not the second time when it made more sense to take it. Kind of strange. Oh, man, my nose is going nuts. Sorry, guys. All right, that's a good find. Yeah, we might as well play it, right? And then just, well, they're gonna make me discard this, right? Yeah, they're gonna make me discard that. So let's just go drop this on 1 and go find some good stuff here. Keep in mind, they're gonna make us discard, but it's better to have 2 good cards, right? I mean, yeah, because if they take the Gix, we play the creature. If they take the creature, we play the Gix and just reanimate the creature. I mean, that's actually perfect. Okay, this is actually gonna work out extremely well. We might win this, actually. I was a little worried in the beginning, but it's starting to kind of come together now. All right, the ninja hits us. They exile when they discard. Gosh darn it, I keep forgetting about that little text there where it says the exile. All right, well, in that case, I made a mistake there on what I chose, but what can you do? All right, Wandering Emperor is really good here. Yeah, Wandering Emperor is super good here. Okay, we're gonna play this out. We're gonna get a blood token, sure. Gain 3 more life. I mean, this thing has kept us in this game. We should have been dead a long time ago. So much life gain, man. All right, they tap that down. They send everybody through. There's probably a ninjutsu type of a play here, so we're gonna wait and see. Yep, there is. There definitely is. All right, so they're gonna ninjutsu out this disruptor. What does this thing do? Enters the battlefield. Return up to 1 target creature to their hand. That's fine. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. I get to replay it for free, so ain't nobody care about that. Emperor kills the 2/2. They do have 4 mana to work with here, and they're holding priority. They ninjutsu. Okay. Okay. How annoying. I didn't even realize they could even double ninjutsu like that. That's so strange. We were kind of screwed from the get-go then there, because yeah, no matter what we would have targeted, they would have been able to do that. Tough. All right. We did what we could there, which isn't great. We're going to put a 1/1 counter, obviously, so we don't lose this. Also, it allows us to draw cards now, which is really great. And Shigeki. Oh, hold on now. How many cards in here we want to give back? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Let's get 3. Can we get 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only get 2. All right, 1, 2. Do it like so. All right, and we will say go. We get another body, and we're looking good. We're looking good. Those flyers in the air, you know, those are troublesome. Obviously, they're gonna be able to ninjutsu that thing in here and tap one of my creatures down, so I can't block. It all comes down to the 2 cards in the hand that we don't know about. You know, if it's more ninjutsu stuff, we're in trouble. It's got to be more ninjutsu stuff, because why would they play this down on this turn? That seems kind of odd. Oh, it returns to my hand. It doesn't tap it. That's right. All right. These actually tap the creatures. All right. So they're going for the Wandering Emperor, which I love. That's fine. By all means, kill the Emperor. We are going to block just so I can avoid any sort of ninjutsu sort of shenanigans from the opponent here. How many counters on this? Just the 1.
Back to wandering.
We sweep the board here, and we're right back on top of this game. Like it never, like nothing bad ever happened. Like nothing bad ever happened here. Love it. Let's gain 3 life. One more turn, and then these inherently are going to become 3/3s, and I can start drawing cards again. There's the scoop. Opponent ran out of juice there, which is fantastic. We had obviously the world spell in hand, so things were going to get crazy, but that was fun, man. I had a lot of fun with that thing. That was a really cool deck. That is going to conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We are going to break the deck down now, but before I do that, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who made it this far into the this video today. It helps so much when you stick around in the YouTube algorithm, so I do appreciate that a lot, and shout out to everyone who did so. Much appreciated. With that being said, let's take a look at today's deck. Very, very interesting deck we had here today. So the world spell, man, what a card. I got to play this a little bit more and kind of explore it a little bit more. Most people, I would assume, when they see this card, because I did as well, put this thing in like a Simic Ramp deck, right? Simic Ramp, play a bunch of really big things and kind of go from there. But I actually didn't like that idea. I tried a couple of things, tried to put a couple of decks together, and I was like, you know what? I don't know why, but I feel like I can cheat this thing in, right? Why pay 7? Why pay 7 for this? And then we found, Sister's Call, which is fantastic because obviously, 5 is not as, astronomically better than 7, but it is better. And on top of that, we can continuously get value out of the Sister's Call, not only getting just the world spell, but also any other permanents we want to get. So if we have a really nice collective between both enchantments and creatures, we can constantly be bringing things back from the graveyard that are hopefully better than those tokens or whatever we want to generate. Speaking of tokens, that's what I kind of decided on. If we're going to be bringing back big creatures like Titan of Industry, Sanctuary Warden, then we're going to want to be able to take out the least valuable thing as possible. So tokens would be those things. So of course I had to throw in Wedding Announcement as our choice because Wedding Announcement helps as a sacrificial pawn to bring in the world spell, but also the tokens help us bring in the much bigger creatures we have here. So that's going to be pretty fantastic. And then from there I kind of decided, how do I want to build out the rest of the deck? How can I get some good enchantments to cheat into world spell? Well, Shigeki came to mind because A, it's an enchantment, B, it's a creature, so it works for both things very well, and it also plays extremely well with the game plan because we can also mill things off the top of our deck into our graveyard, which helps a lot, is putting the things where we need them to go for the Sister's Call, but also we can pull things back from the graveyard if we accidentally mill out, let's say a Sister's Call. And then I wanted to really try to make this even, take it a step further by putting some planeswalkers in the deck because the world spell has no limits on which cards you want to put on the battlefield. Permanence is the key word. That's it. Permanence. So I want to throw in a couple of planeswalkers to try to cheat in with the world spell. And so we got the Wandering Emperor and the Elspeth. The Wandering Emperor creates tokens, obviously allowing us to bring back the Titans. You're starting to see the synergies here. Elspeth doesn't necessarily have the best synergies here, but if we have a Wandering Emperor out, we -2 on something, we can cheat into Elspeth off of the Wandering Emperor's 1 loyalty, which would be very good value, I thought. So that's kind of why we threw that in there. And then from there, Old Rutstein made a lot of sense. This card is really just to mill the rest of our deck into our graveyard. Obviously, it's a great sacrificial tool as well later for switching it out for a Warden or Titan of Industry. And then we have Path to Peril to sweep the board for the early game in case we run into mono red, things like that. And then I just splashed in a couple of Cruelty of Gix, which doesn't work with the world spell because it's non-saga permanence, right? So this is a saga, so it doesn't actually work with this card, but I thought it was a really cool card because it also works pretty well with our game plan because we could put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield. So I wanted to try this card out mostly just to see how it felt, and we splashed a couple of them in here. You can maybe even take this out, to be honest, and maybe throw in a couple more creatures, but I thought it worked really nicely, kind of fit in the deck pretty good, except for the fact that we can't play with the world spell. But a lot of fun, man. I had a blast playing this one. Obviously, it could use some things. I'm sure you guys could probably figure out what you could put into this deck to make it a little bit better. If you guys have any ideas on how to make it better, of course, leave it down below in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on the deck. But I just got to give a quick minute here, guys, to, talk a little bit more candidly to you guys. Just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to everyone personally from the bottom of my heart for all of the support lately, man. The channel's been growing. We don't take enough time here to stop on the end of the video to talk about it, but you guys are absolutely killing it with the support, man. The views have been great. The channel's got it's had this really steady, it's a little slower, but it's been so steady. Like the growth has been non-stop, just creeping up. And, you know, 7K came out of nowhere, and we're on our road to 8K already of subscribers. So I want to say thank you, and how much I do appreciate everybody for all of your support. It means the absolute world to me. And as always, before I end the video too, I got to give a huge special shout out, of course, to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program here on the channel, and these people help support the channel through their memberships. And I got to say huge thank you and shout out to them as well, because, you know, I couldn't do this, honestly, I couldn't do this without them. They help support the channel and the growth, and just, you know, paving the way for my future in this, you know, field. So I want to say a huge special thank you to them, and let them know how much I do appreciate their support. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for everything. I appreciate you so very much. We'll be back here again, of course, for tomorrow and the rest of the week. So be on the lookout for that. We've got some great decks ahead of us tomorrow. Probably going to be our favorite deck of the week, so stick around for that. A little bit of a cliffhanger there, but trust me, you're going to want to see tomorrow's video. But until next time, guys, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.